I'm Charlie and I'm 6 years old.
My name's Madison, I'm 10 years old.
My name is Matt and I'm 11.
My name's Zaki, I'm 6 years old and I'm in kindergarten.
For fun, I like to make crafts out of beads.
Draw, mostly cars.
I like to play with baby dolls.
I like playing our PlayStation when I have time and my brother's not playing because he always takes the turns.
Charlie is a character. He's just the goofiest kid, and not even intentionally. He's just really fun and silly.
Madison is just a comedy queen. She likes making people laugh, like doing silly walks or strutting around the house.
Very rarely gets down. She's always positive. She's always looking to have a good time. And she's just a goofball sometimes.
Max is an incredible young man.
He is a funny little guy. He could be sarcastic. He's just our little one. We love him so much, and we do tend to spoil him a lot, so.
Jackie is, I don't know, she's 6. She's really funny. She's really smart. She loves school.
I have leukemia. I spend a lot of time going in a car to see doctors.
I have leukemia. I've missed whole 4th grade and birthday parties.
When I was doing my treatments, I missed 5 months of school.
I was diagnosed with lymphoma when I was 4. I got a big sore on my tummy, and it was probably the biggest thing I ever seen.
We'd got the diagnosis April 21st, and he had started getting sick in February. So it was kind of relieving to finally know what was wrong, but at the same time, it's like the world stopped. I didn't know what to do or what to think.
Myself, I went numb. I didn't know what to think, what that all meant. As a dad, my mind went into chaos. How am I going to still work? How am I going to provide for my family? What does this mean? Just a million different questions, and I didn't know what to make of it. The next step was getting him to the hospital and taking it from there.
It actually, in the hospital, it was maybe even a few hours after the diagnosis, I got a phone call from Jessica telling me she was from Candlelighters. They have all these really great programs, and she said, I don't want to overwhelm you, but we're here to support you, and I'm going to follow up.
I'm not expecting a call, but I'm also I can't stop thinking in my head, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? How are we going to solve this? What's next? And I pick it up and I say, hello. And Jessica from Candlelighters is on the other line. And I haven't really broken down. I haven't really, because you're the dad. You're going to be tough. I'm not going to break down. I'm going to show my son that we're going to get through this together. I walk out of the room. I start speaking with Jessica, and she starts telling me, hey, we're Candlelighters of Brevard. And I'm thinking, I don't know what this is. Do you want something from me? It's just a cold call for us, all I can tell. We get to talking. She advises me about some of the services that are available, support groups, financial support, psychological support for our family, for our kids, food support. And I'm like, and it's going in one ear out the other. And then I tell her, I don't know if you know what this is like. And she goes, I know what this is like. And she shares her story with me, and I lose it. And she tells me about her son, and I lose it because she tells me her son is here with them today. And I just got so happy. Man, I cried on the phone, and she's crying with me, and this is a stranger. But she touched me with her story, and I could tell that she understood exactly how we felt. She understood the loss and the pain and the fight that we had. So that's how we met Candlelighters, and they were there, and they started, supporting us just even from how's it going.
I would say Candlelighters was life-changing because they offered all this support. They helped to pay like electric bills, utilities, that kind of thing when we're trying to figure out how to continue to work at our jobs at that time.
Candlelighters helps a lot with the hospital stays and visits because they provide like reimbursements for when we buy food at the hospital or for gas and tolls to get to the hospital. So we live about an hour or so away and have to take the toll road, so it ends up being a lot whenever we have to stay there.
It helps with some of the wear and tear on the vehicle too. Belts, brake pads, spark plugs, all those kinds of necessities, because it is a lot of traveling that we have to do pretty routinely.
One of the biggest blessings for us has been the counseling. Our oldest son had a hard time just trying to figure out how to process all of this. And so the fact that we just had a stipend that we knew we could get reimbursed, it didn't have to be an extra cost, but we could find a counselor with our beliefs who would help our son in the way we want him to help, was a huge blessing. I don't think we'd be in the same place as a family if we didn't have that resource.
They can literally help with everything. Anything that I've needed, I've just reached out and they immediately either can help me right there or know who will help me.
There's so many times where Samantha has said like, oh, we're gonna go and do this today, we're gonna go and get the car looked at, or we're gonna go and get lunch at the hospital today, and I go, I don't know if we could afford that, we're at such a tight budget. Oh, well, Candlelighters can be able to help us with some of those things. And so it's really nice to kind of not have to worry about factoring all that into the budget anymore. When any kid gets cancer, it's always unexpected, so it's not ever something that we're planning for. It's not a rainy day fund that covers it all. So Candlelighters really chips in and helps with a lot of that stuff to make it as bearable as possible.
Candlelighters to me is really a community.
They have some really fun events for the families where the families can get together. We can talk to other families that are going through the same things. So we've met some other families at multiple events. They have a Christmas party. We've gone to the beach picnic. We've gone on a SeaWorld trip. So those have been a lot of fun.
Candlelighters is literally that light in that darkness that I know I felt in that time where I don't know where to call, who to talk to, who to reach out to. We were more blessed than other families. My wife and I were able to take time away from our jobs to be with our son. There were others who were not. I couldn't believe that we had a child next to us who would sometimes, he wouldn't have parents because they have to work. They don't have family that can come watch the kids. I mean, that was crazy to me because you have to think about the mentality of the children when they're undergoing the treatment. Your mental game is a huge part of how you're going to react to the actual medicine that you're receiving. And so where does Candlelighters come in? They let you have your brother, your sister. They give you the ability to have your family next to you. I mean, that to me was the biggest light bulb that we came out of this from.
So Jonathan and I have been married for over 25 years. We have 3 children. Sam is the youngest at 16. Burke is our middle at 18, and Emma June is our oldest. She was diagnosed with cancer at 13 and passed away when she was 17, 2 years ago. When we moved to the area, Emma June was still considered a cancer patient because she still had to have scans every 3 months. And in Brevard County, there's no place for children to have this kind of tests and doctors. So it's amazing that Candlelighters found us. I'm not even sure how that happened, but I don't think we called them. They called us and said, we hear that you're here and you need our services, so we are gonna help you. And they paid for us to travel out of town. They helped us with overnight stays when we had to stay over in St. Pete. And then they were with us the whole time that Emma June was in hospice care. Right after she passed away, we had spent a lot of money doing whatever she wanted to do. We took trips, we visited family out of town, we went to swim with the dolphins and swim with the manatees. We did anything that she wanted to do.
I was just coming home from school and my mom told me that we were gonna go and me and our family's gonna go do a photo shoot. They were gonna turn Emma into a superhero. So when we got home, we all had matching shirts with the Superman logo on it. And we went to a little photo shoot area. And it was crazy. They had a bunch of different setups all available. They had props. There was other people there with other kinds of superpowers. It was really cool. And the fact that she got Supergirl, I find is fitting because she's definitely Supergirl. She'd be the best one.
She looked really happy that whole time.
She was
like, They did a really good job at that.
Yeah, she loved it. I could tell she did.
Then she got super sick and we had to take off work and we had to be with our child. And for us to have to think about paying for her service, paying for our regular household bills, and bury our child was overwhelming. And Candlelighters called us and they were like, don't even think about it. We're paying your utilities for 6 months. We're giving you a big help for the service and for any services that we needed for her end of life. And for us to just be able to be together as a family and try to get through the most difficult thing we've ever been through together and not have to worry about daily things like that was such a blessing.
Thank you, Candlelighters.
Thank you, Candlelighters.
Thank you, Candlelighters.
Thank you, Candlelighters.
Thank you, Candlelighters.